And for the most part, I think that's fine. Again, if you're going to spam threads about your waifu or whatever on one of these other boards, that doesn't make any sense. Again, I think if you're starting topics about anime, those topics should be on the anime boards, the Japanese culture boards. But if for some reason it comes out in your post that you happen to like anime or anything else, then that really shouldn't be a problem. So, but again, we can't. There's nothing that we can do to really change that at this point. So, it is what it is. That's just a function of the culture of the community and the kind of, again, the just that over kind of arching kind of culture, which we only have so much ability to influence as the administration. 2638. What is the future for you, Chris? I remember you posting on DIY a couple of times in threads about building small houses in secluded places would become the metaphorical Thoreau of the 21st century. I'm reading Walden. I've not finished it yet. So yes, very much in a woods. Yeah, it is my fantasy. I grew up in New York in the city, and I've lived in cities basically my whole life, and I've really started to crave the outdoors. I really enjoyed time last year. I wrote about this in my personal blog about going upstate last year on a Memorial Day weekend and just being off the grid and off the internet and in a woods. And I really want to do more of that. I really, truly. In fact, I was supposed to join a friend upstate this weekend. I had to cancel to do this, to take care of this and sit here for 6 hours. But yeah, I really, that is my fantasy at this point, is to spend a lot more time kind of in the woods and to do more of that. So maybe you'll see me posting as an anon or maybe an admin emeritus on DIY about a cabin that I'm building, which I don't really have any money to purchase land or supplies, so it should take a while. But maybe I'll go camping more this summer or something. Maybe we should have a 4chan camping. That's terrifying, actually, being stuck in the woods with a bunch of 4chaners. That would be, I feel like we'd all get peed on or have dicks drawn over our faces with charcoal or get stabbed or something. That would be a pretty dark trip. Moot, thoughts on Poop Jug Man 2661? I don't know Poop Jug Man. I know Cum Bottle Guy. He's the best. I didn't see his post from this Christmas, or what is it, Christmas or New Year's, but I sure as hell hope that guy's still around, because I admire his dedication to his craft. I hope that somebody quotes that and puts that on one of those images. His dedication to his craft. It really truly is a craft. Number 2678. 1, are WebMs soundless because screamers or because Fortune's limitations? I explained this in the announcement, and again, people were pissed about this, which is funny because we gave them a feature that didn't exist and they immediately complained about it. But Fortune's an image board, and we, WebMs are videos, true, but we envision them as being basically better GIFs, and so to that end, our implementation reflects that. And it's not about bandwidth, it's not about anything else. It's just Fortune's not a video board, and not to say that it shouldn't have a video board. Maybe again, we have the Flash board. Maybe it should have a WebM board that supports sound, or specific boards that, or maybe some of the adult boards should allow it. Who knows? Again, going forward, that'll be somebody else's to decide. But at the time that we introduced them, we envisioned them pretty strictly as just a better GIF, which again, the format's not really designed to be that, but our implementation, I think, reflects that. And so, that's the real reason. It really doesn't have anything to do with the screamers. Although, again, it would have been annoying to have screamers, but I explained that in the blog post back in earlier last year when we introduced them. QA is a ruse. Mood is kill. Yes, he is. Starting soon, don't you mean ending soon? This is good. 2708. Are VMods going to stay inconsistent, moody cunts the way they are now? Not helpful. Again, these are the types of commentary. Again, what specifically do you, sir? What would you Okay, give me your 10-point plan, send it to me on email, give me the 12 steps. Again, a lot of the feedback we get like that is really just not helpful, because I don't know what to do with that. Again, the mods suck, V sucks. Okay, great. Tell me more. Again, what exactly is wrong, and how exactly would you go about solving it? I mean, this is something I've adopted in life, which is that I've tried to never offer criticism without a solution, because it's finding problems and complaining about how much things suck. Anybody can do that. Any fucking idiot can do that. Can point out problems. Can criticize. But it takes a not idiot to, again, be constructive and to offer solutions or just ideas, and not to say they even have to be right, but just to, again, to offer some alternatives or some. And the reason people don't do it is because that's hard. It's easy to point out what you think is wrong. It's a lot harder to come up with a real solution, and so people take the lazy way out. And so again, in the business, in the professional world, and I've tried to be very, in my own, relating to people I work with, I try to be very positive, and whenever I am critical or negative, which is good, it's healthy to have that. But I try to first at least have, well, here's a proposal that may not even be right, but at least, again, I put some thought into how I might fix this other than just dumping on it. So again, please, Mr. Number 2708, by all means, send me, either post on feedback, www.4chan.org/feedback, or send me an email, and I'll have to make sure I'm happy to make sure that it gets to the right place. $2743. Do you ever regret years wasted on this website instead of getting pussy? No, I mean, I have no game anyway. So, and as I've learned recently, as I've received the memo, I'm more of a cuckold anyway, according to V and Paul. So, but no, again, I really truly look back on all these hours and years, and think it was time well spent. Why is your mouth so huge, Moot? Jesus Christ, 2771. I will. That's for me to know and you to find out. Two 799, basically, do you think 4chan has reduced the rate of criminal behavior amongst its members by giving them an outlet in their internet addiction? I think I answered this earlier. Sorry, I should probably not cough into this. Hold on one second. Yeah, sorry, I haven't been drinking enough water, so my throat's starting to get kind of sore. But yeah, now I know why radio jockeys don't talk for 5 hours straight. But no, I think I answered this earlier in various ways, but I really do think that 4chan has been more of a net positive to the world, and absolutely a net positive to the people that use it, because I really do think that it functioning as a third place to people is very healthy, and gives people an outlet. It gives them certain relationships. It gives them just a lot of ways to kind of express themselves and to work on kind of those issues, rather than to kind of bottle them up or have them come out in various kind of negative ways. Oh God, I just got to the point where my auto updater fired. So we're at 2:06 p.m. Man, sorry to everybody who was late to the party. This is the problem with these things. It's just way too many people posting. Here's a reply about